What is up, guys? Dr. Kyler here with Pro Arm Academy. Let's go over reverse throws and what that looks like. Kind of like some of the other videos I've made, just the basics of it. There's different modifications and cues that I would do with certain athletes, but just at face value, like what are we working on with reverse throws and why is this stuff important? Okay, so you've probably seen guys do reverse throws, pretty common weighted ball drill to do. So I am using a 1,000-gram ball right here. Okay, so it's good to have a ball that has a little bit of density and weight to it. That way you can really feel your arm getting into certain positions, right? So I would not necessarily have somebody like actually throw this specifically. There are certain circumstances when I would have people use heavier weighted balls for actually throwing, but for this, totally cool to use a pretty heavy ball for this. What I'm really looking for when it comes to reverse throws is, or the idea of it is, I want you to think about working through your spine, right? We're trying to work a lot of spinal rotation here and making sure that we're separating our hips from our upper body. I like to be, you know, a good 5-6 feet away from the wall. I don't like people when they're like super close to it. I feel like it cuts them off, like they feel like they're gonna like hit the wall or something with their hand. And so make sure that you're kind of away from the wall. But when we do this, we wanna keep our knee straight forward. So actually I should say I'm right-handed, so my left knee is gonna be up, okay? It'd be opposite if you're left-handed, but for right-handed, knee is gonna be up with my left knee straight forward, okay? If my knee is straight forward, my hips are gonna be straight forward as well, okay? So this is gonna be our starting position, straight forward. When we do this, I don't want your knee to cave in when you actually like pull through and actually throw it backwards. So what I would not wanna see people do is basically pull back and then everything kind of rotate at one time, your knee coming in, your hips rotating that way. Like I don't want that, okay? I wanna be able to work through our spine. First things first, like I said, is gonna keep our knee super stable forward. With the ball, I like to start over our front foot here. That way we've really got to engage like scapular muscles to engage and then rotate through our spine with our spinal muscles and our core. So starting over our front foot here, glove side, I want you to typically just kind of have it somewhere right here. And then when you actually throw it, I like guys to be strong forward with it. I think it just makes the drill look a little more clean, a little more polished. Some guys will do it and the arm will be down here and it just doesn't look very athletic, right? So I like guys to, when they finish, their arms to be super strong up front. So that's another added piece to it. And so the last piece to it is actually throwing, right? We gotta throw the ball behind us. A lot of guys I feel like will really just toss it straight up overhead. So I'm not looking to toss it straight up overhead or like in the air. I want you to think about like you're starting a lawnmower or you're gonna elbow somebody in the face, right? So we're gonna start here. I want you to pull and engage with those scapular muscles and then elbow somebody in the face. And then the ball is just gonna follow the path of your arm that you're creating, right? So that's the idea, okay? So when we do this full speed, I want you to notice that my knee is not caving in, or at least it shouldn't if I'm doing it right. And then the ball wise, it's just following straight with my arm angle, right? Going through like this, okay? All right, so let's do a full speed a couple times. That way you can kind of get a feel or an idea of what this should look like, okay? So starting over front side here, okay? And I want to do this with some pretty good force and intensity, so don't really, be soft when you do it. I want you to really get into it, be explosive and generate some tension in your core. That way you can get some velocity behind the ball, okay? All right, starting right here. Okay, just like that. All right. Okay, start here again. Pulling back. Okay, let's do one more rep here. Okay, starting here, really be explosive. Okay, just like that, okay. Yeah, so those are reverse throws. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything, leave some comments. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a really good drill for pretty much any baseball player that needs to work on hip shoulder separation, making sure you're getting some tension built up in your core. But yeah, pretty much a staple with any kind of weighted ball drill that I would do. Probably would do this one first before any of the other actual throwing drills, just to make sure that we're working like through our spine, getting that kind of loosened up and whatnot. So, all right, yeah, leave me some comments below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.